Hello everyone, welcome you all to this new video. So in my previous video I had started with the concepts of active filters, and we have seen some of the important categories under active filters, that is a low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter, band stop filters, and all pass filter. Okay, all these filters are based on the frequency response curve only. Okay, that is based on the categories of frequencies, or high frequency and low frequency components are getting passed or stopped. With respect to that only, these five filters are categorized, and it is mentioned in the ideal response of the filters. Okay, the basic ideal response is the variation between the frequency and the voltage gain. Yeah. So yeah, in the previous video we have discussed that. Now let us discuss with the first order stage filters. Okay, we are having some important first order filters which we are going to be discussing here. First order basically, or one pole active filter stages, have only one capacitor. Okay, so that's why it is named as first order. Here in the all these first order filters, either it would be low pass or high pass, we are having only one capacitor. So because of this, they can produce only low pass or high pass responses. Okay, so that's why this first order is again categorized into first order low pass filters and first order high pass filter. Okay, we are not having any band pass and band stop filter in case of first order filter. Why? Because we are having only one single transition in these two filters, right? Whereas in band pass, band stop, we are having two transitions, so that cannot be fitting in the first order state. So that's why band pass and band stop filters can be implemented only when the n is greater than 1. Here the value of n is equal to 1, so that's why with respect to one single transition we are having only two categories under first order filters. Okay, one is low pass first order filter and high pass first order filter. So first let us see the first order low pass stage filter. So in this below figure, that is 21.21a, it shows the simplest way to build a first order low pass active filter. It is nothing more than the RC lag circuit and a voltage follower. So the voltage gain here in this case is AV equal to 1. In this first order low pass filter circuit, we could be seeing that it is a combination of a RC lag circuit and the voltage follower, or the feedback zero unity. Okay, where the feedback is zero, and that's why it is called as a voltage follower. Okay, and this is the RC lag circuit. Here it consists of one R and C component, and altogether the complete connection is called as a first order low pass filter. Okay, so here this is without feedback, and this is with feedback. The connection is made. Okay, with respect to the non-inverting unity gain and the non-inverting uh, with the voltage gain. Okay, so you see here how it is difference. Here in this case the voltage gain is unity because the value of AV is equal to 1, because we are having no feedback here. But here in the second figure, it is a non-inverting amplifier with voltage gain. Why? It consists of some voltage gain because we are having because we are having two resistors in the feedback side and one in the input side. So that's why if we apply the VDB, we would be getting some voltage gain. Frequency would be same in these two changes, in these two phases, because we are using non-inverting amplifiers and the same lag circuits are used. Okay, but here for the third circuit, with respect to first order low pass stages, we are having the inverting amplifier with the voltage gain. Okay, these two are the non-inverting amplifiers. Here this is the inverting amplifier with the voltage gain. Voltage gain is present because we are using the resistors, right? So here this is the lag circuit we are using, but in the final stage, that is for the inverting amplifier, we are using the lead circuit with one resistor and capacitor which are kept in shunt. Okay, yeah, for these three amplifiers together are the stages of the first order low pass filters. Okay, for the first stage, this is for the unity gain. Here the value of voltage gain is 1, and the cutoff frequency is given by 1 by 2 pi R1 C1, because we are using R1 and C1. And here in this case the voltage gain is R2 by R1 plus 1, and the cutoff frequency is 1 by 2 pi R3 C1. And here in this case the voltage gain is minus R2 by R1. Why it is minus? Because we are using the inverting amplifier, and here it is 1 plus R2 by R1 because we are using the non-inverting amplifier. Okay, so with respect to these three filters, the first order low pass stages are defined. Okay, so please note it down. So now if you compare these three circuits, so we are having some conclusions, so that we'll discuss now. When the frequency increases above the cutoff frequency, the capacitive reactance decreases and reduces the non-inverting input voltage. Okay, so that is here in this case, when the value of frequency increases, the value of RC decreases, because they are reciprocal to each other, because FC is 1 divided by 2 pi RC, right? Yeah, since R1C1 lag circuit is outside the feedback loop, you see here this R1C1 lag circuit it's not a part of this feedback loop, right? It is just before the feedback loop. Okay, so that's why it is outside the feedback loop. The output voltage rolls off as the frequency approaches infinity. The capacitor becomes short and there is no zero input voltage. Okay, so there is zero input voltage. So with respect to that, the first figure could be defined. And in the second figure, in the figure 21.21b, shows another non-inverting first order low pass filter. Although it has two additional resistors, that it has the advantage of the voltage gain. We would be having the other than unity condition, we would be having some voltage gain. Okay, and that voltage gain is defined as 1 plus R2 by R1 for a non-inverting amplifier. And for this, the cutoff frequency also is 1 by 2 pi R3 C1. This is for the second one. Now for the third figure, it shows the inverting first order low pass filter and its equations. At low frequencies, the capacitor appears to be open and the circuit acts like an inverting amplifier. Okay, and the voltage gain is given by minus R2 by R1 and the cutoff frequency is given by 1 by 2 pi R2 by C1. Okay, so with respect to these three amplifiers, you could be simply defining the first order stage filters of a low pass category. Now, for the first order high pass filter stages, how you could be simply defining is the figure 21.22a. So these three are the high pass filter stages, where first is with respect to non-inverting unity gain, next is with respect to non-inverting with some voltage gain, and next is with respect to the inverting inverting category with some voltage gain. Okay, how these three are different from the low pass category you see here. This figure, that is the first figure, shows the simplest way to build a first order high pass active filter. Here in this case, the voltage gain is again is equal to 1. The 3 dB cutoff frequency is the same, that is 1 by 2 pi R1 C1. Here, when the frequency decreases below the cutoff frequency, the capacitive reactance increases and reduces the non-inverting input voltage. Since R1 C1 is outside the feedback loop, the output voltage rolls off. Okay, this is same as the inverting part only, but only change in the high pass filter is with respect to the stages used. Okay, you see here the terminals are changed here. Here in the previous diagram, we fed all the inputs to the non-inverting terminal, right? Whereas in this case, we are feeding all the inputs to the inverting terminal and all the outputs are getting categorized, and like this it is written. Okay, so this is with respect to first order high pass stages. Only the terminals gets changed, rest all the parameters remains the same with respect to the signals. But there is only one change here. Here in the third stage, for the inverting stage, instead of capacitors, we are using the instead of resistors, we are using two capacitors. Okay, so that's why you see here the value of voltage gain for the inverting amplifier with respect to high pass filter, it is minus C1 by C2. Okay, if you compare this with the uh, low pass filter, it is minus R2 by R1, right? Here it is minus C1 by C2. That's only one change, rest all the things remains the same. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this video, guys, with respect to first order low pass filters and first order filters. Now in the next video we will be discussing with some of the important second order filters. Okay, so we'll see that in the next video. Thank you.